Hello friends, it's Nancy from Astrology and Angel Medium today with another Show Me How You Practice video. So today I wanted to just kind of talk about how I use different decks, what I actually do in my particular practice, because I think it's interesting to see what people do with their cards or what they use their decks for. Now, I've been loving this Halloween tarot deck for my own personal readings and things of that nature, so that's something that I do try to do. And one of my favorite things to do with this deck in particular is do my weekly check-in for myself. I know maybe if you have watched some other of my videos on my channel, you'll see that I do a collective one. But I like to kind of journal about what's going to be happening. So these are some old ones. And I also like to just kind of use my own kind of like journaling to kind of keep track of like what's been going on in my life, as well as kind of reflect back on like what has happened, what changed, what needed to change, things of that nature. So one of the big things for me in my practice is to check in with myself, kind of see what's shifting, what's changing, what I need to focus on, and things like that. So I've been currently in a position that I do enjoy quite a bit, but I have been struggling a little bit with some of the things happening with the organization that I'm currently working for. So using my tarot deck, I can kind of check in for myself, a weekly check-in, which I haven't done yet today. But by checking in and then also doing like different spreads, kind of writing about it and kind of seeing what maybe needs to shift, what needs to change. It really helps give me some clarity, as well as understanding that whenever I am highly frustrated or emotional or having a lot of anxiety, I can kind of come back and check in and see what's actually going on. What do I need to kind of keep track of? What should I be checking in on? Another thing that I really love to do is also just having like the annual spreads that I like to do for myself. So I keep different books and things like that for myself. So I have like card spreads just kind of written down that I like to utilize. And then I also like to kind of have my own understanding of like what's been going on with certain cards that I've pulled for myself. So I don't remember if this one is the one where I keep a lot of my stuff. I mean, I may have changed everything out. I'm in the process of trying to organize myself a little bit better at this point in time. So while I don't have like a for real like little witch grimoire, I kind of call these my little grimoires. I can't close it because it helps me kind of keep things more organized and stay on top of like what I'm using and what I'm wanting to connect to. So I think this one may have some more of like my birthday spreads and stuff. I don't remember if I put them in here. So I like having, things I can kind of reflect back on. I was doing one of these for each of the months. So this was for January with the Nine of Wands for January 2022. And I like to kind of talk about certain things as to like what was going on. And then I was also doing reflections on a weekly basis just to kind of see how I was connecting those energies to what was actually going on in my life. So I don't know if anybody else does things like this. I think it also helps me understand the cards more as like a daily thing as well. So I think that's fun, as well as doing, my own moon practice of kind of connecting to the lunar cycles and talking about, doing a little bit of journaling, kind of connecting a little bit more to that energy. I wish I could find, I don't know where I put it, but I usually do birthday spreads. I have posted a birthday spread on here previously before as well. And I like to do different spreads and kind of journal about them. So I don't know if you guys do that. So here I have like previous years and cards that I've pulled, as well as kind of what I think that energy is going to imply or bring in. And also using, again, like I do my journaling for the lunar cycle. And then I also like to do a card spread and kind of like get everything out so I can kind of see what's going on and see how it matches with whatever I've been picking up on. So I don't know if you guys do that. I also like to use Lenormand cards. So I have a grand tableau spread, and then I have like my birthday reading from last year here, where I like to kind of utilize that as an opportunity to kind of connect. So I do a 12 card spread for my birthday, and then also the Grand Tableau, which is the whole 36 cards, to kind of see what's going on and what I need to pay attention to. It's something that has helped me kind of connect a little bit more to what I have going on with myself, and just being a little bit more checked into that energy and what I need to focus on. So if I were to do a weekly check-in for this week, I see that the Knight of Imps wanted, or the King of Imps, or the King of Wands wanted to kind of pop out today. So I would just kind of focus on what do I need to know. I don't think I've done one of these for myself publicly on my channel. So let's see what we have for this week. So what do I need to know? We have the Empress. That's funny. I think I did this for the actual collective. So what do I need to do? Have the Three of Bats, or Three of Swords reverse, or Three of Swords. All right. So what do I need to release? Have the Star. And then what do I need to contemplate? Have the King of Bats. So I would typically write all of these cards down. I would really try to reflect on what I think is going on with this energy, what sort of energy is carrying on from the previous week, as well as how this may reflect where I'm currently at emotionally, mentally, physically, whatever the card kind of suit may talk about. And if it's major cards, I kind of try to focus on like the bigger picture. So with this, I would definitely say that maybe I need to focus on creativity, feeling a little bit more nurturing, things like that. That's what I need to know. What I need to do is maybe isolate a little bit more. When I think of the Three of Bats or the Three of Swords, I think of it as a card that is very much about sadness, isolation, heartache, loss, things like that. Maybe I need to kind of process some of these emotions, because it is a card that's telling me this is what I need to do. For what I need to release, we have the Star. So maybe I need to surrender a little bit of a sense of hope or false hope in some way. Maybe this is an opportunity for me to not get too caught up in like my dreams or my wishes. And then for the to contemplate, we have the King of Bats or the King of Swords. So maybe this is an opportunity for me to be a little bit more exacting in how I'm communicating, what's being communicated to me, what kind of masculine energy is trying to come in at this time, especially with this other card that came out with the King of Wands. Maybe I need to not rush my words and things like that. So I would definitely just spend a little bit of time focusing on what this means for me, what I think is going to happen. And then I like to look back upon that energy and see, oh, I see where this card was showing up, or I see why I was getting this, or things like that. It just helps me connect a little bit easier to those energies of those cards and seeing how they play out in my day-to-day life. So this is just a little bit of what I like to practice at this time. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys have a practice that is similar to this? Have you ever seen anyone practice this way? Let me know what you guys think. Have a good one. As always, I appreciate you watching. Take care. Bye.